The Platform is a highly rated horror, social sci-fi film with a new and attractive theme and character design. This is a multi-level cell, but no one knows how many floors there are. You can't see where it ends. There are 2 people every floor. Goreng is the main character. Waking up, Goreng finds himself on the 48th floor. His roommate is the old man Trimagasi. His wicked desires were hidden in his eyes. Trimagasi congratulates Goreng on being on the 48th floor on his first time here. He suddenly puts his pillow down and kneels on it. A platform full of food descends from above. Trimagasi immediately eats like he's starving. Goreng sees all leftovers on the platform. He realized, if there are 47 floors up there, then when it reaches here, there will only be leftovers from 94 people. Trimagasi advises Goreng to eat a little because there's only 1 meal a day. Goreng puts an apple in his pocket. The platform moves to the next floor. Trimagasi drinks up and throws the bottle down. Goreng asks why he did that. Trimagasi said it's okay, the people below will eat it anyways. And the people above probably spat all over the platform. Goreng suddenly feels hot. Trimagasi explains that it's because he stole food. The floor's temperature will rise until they die of heat. Goreng has to throw the apple down. At night, he hears a large noise. It's the platform coming back up. The next day, Trimagasi eats like crazy. Goreng still refuses to eat leftovers. He asks him how many floors this place has. Trimagasi says he doesn't know. He'd only been to the 132th floor. Goreng asks if there would any leftovers below. He replied, none. Goreng wants to tell the people above to eat less. Trimagasi says that they won't listen. Today when the food comes down, there is a woman named Myharu sitting on the platform. Goreng asks but she didn't answer. Trimagasi tells him Myharu will go down every month to look for her daughter. The people below sees Myharu and tries to rape her. Goreng tries to stop them but it is 6 meters high so he can't jump down. Not long after, Goreng went from worrying to amazed. Because the screaming had turned into men voices. Myharu climbs on the platform with a knife in her hand. The 2 men were killed. Time goes by. Goreng finally decided to eat. A month has passed. That night, Trimagasi tells him to pray. He can already smell the anesthetic. They will be brought to another floor tomorrow. Trimagasi hope that the 2 won't go too low. They fall asleep. Goreng wakes up and sees himself all tied up. Trimagasi approaches with a knife. He apologizes to Goreng. They were sent too far down. You can see the crazy in Trimagasi's eyes. Goreng finds out they are on the 171st floor. Trimagasi says there won't be any food on this floor. You either eat people or get eaten. Goreng then hears screaming. Looks like the same thing is happening around here. Someone couldn't handle the pain and jumped down. The platform descends. Not one single piece of food remains. Even the plates are licked clean. Trimagasi says he will wait 8 days. 8 days later, he will cut Goreng's flesh to consume. Time passes quickly. Goreng feels like he's being tortured every day. He's been like this for 8 days. His urine is all over. He screams for help every day but no one ever came. 8 days have passed. Trimagasi begins cutting. Goreng screams in agony. He sees Myharu coming down on the platform. She hits Trimagasi to save Goreng. Goreng picks up the knife and kills Trimagasi. Right after that, he sees Myharu eating Trimagasi. She then climbs on the platform continuing down. Days have passed. Goreng couldn't handle the hunger anymore. He went to Trimagasi's body to eat him. Goreng wakes up on the 33rd floor. His roommate is Imagayuri with her pet dog. Imagayuri was an employee here. What does she be here? She says this platform has 200 floors. The food here is enough for everyone to eat. But if the people above eat too much, the people below won't get any. She is very kind. She only eats a little every day, and encourages people below to ration the food for others. But they won't listen. Imagayuri tried to persuade them every day but never succeeded. Goreng couldn't take it anymore and yelled, "If you people don't eat less I will shit on the food." Hearing this, the 2 below ate a little less. Days later, Goreng sees Myharu unconscious on the platform as it comes down. He quickly takes her down for treatment. At night, he was awakened by a quarrel. Goreng sees 2 women fighting. It was because my hero had killed Imagiri's dog. My hero then continues down and kills a man there. Imagiri is sad. She says she's come here because she has final stage cancer. Imagiri wanted to come here to improve the platform's environment, but the next day, Goreng wakes up and sees that he is on the 202nd floor. Imagiri realized the bitter truth and hung herself. Goreng looks down and sees no ending. Imagiri was wrong. This platform has more than 200 floors. He screams in agony. If he has to live like this for another month, he'll have to decide whether or not to eat Imagiri. The first few days he ate paper to keep going. Until one day, he's too exhausted. Goreng approaches Imagiri's body. The next time he wakes up, Goreng finds himself on the 6th floor. His roommate is Baharat. He brought a rope to ask the people above to help pull him up. If you keep climbing, you just might escape. The couple on the 5th floor grabs the rope. But, when Baharat is almost up, they let go. Luckily, Goreng holds on to him. Baharat is very sad that he lost his rope. His plan to escape is no more. The platform descends. The food is almost untouched. It goes down after they eat for a while. Goreng sees the people on the 7th floor eating like crazy. He thinks of a plan to change the world. It is to climb down with the platform to ration the food. After that, they'll go up with the platform. Baharat agrees. They make weapons and start going down. The first 50 floors, they don't let anyone eat. The horror increases the further they go. Some try to go for the food anyways. The two have to fend them off from the 51st floor. They distributed food but also saw bodies. Looks like my hero is looking for her daughter again, handling scumbags along the way. On their way down, they see my hero tied up by 2 men, then killed. Goreng wants to avenge her. Baharat aids him. But the 2 men are very strong. The 2 sustain a lot of damage upon killing them. They hold in the pain to go down. It gets darker and darker. They still rationed the food for everyone. The platform keeps descending. They left the jelly untouched so that, when the platform goes up, the jelly will prove that someone is trying to change the world. The 333rd floor is the last one. They see a little girl under the bed. They couldn't believe this is my hero's daughter. The platform still descends but no one is down here. There's only a dark space much like hell. The little girl is starving. So, they give her the jelly. The next day, Goreng sees that Baharat is dead, due to the blood loss. Goreng then puts the girl on the platform, while he descends into darkness. This movie has many metaphorical images. The upper and lower floors represent social class. The upper floors have almost everything they need, while the lower floors can only use leftovers. The lower it gets, the more killing there is. We all know that greed is in human nature. Even though rationing can save everyone. But this is unlikely to happen. It's like 99% of society's resources belong to the few. Sharing is nigh impossible. You can ask 1 or 2 people to contain their lust. But you can't ask everyone to do the same. You can use violence to control someone. But you can't use words to win them over. Why did Goreng bring the girl up in the end? He wanted to prove to the people up there that even when they assume the world is wicked and evil, there are still people who will find the light. There are those who are trying to change the world for the better. You may think just one person trying won't do any good. But the human civilization has survived for thousands of years. People have earned freedom and the right to live thanks to those little glimmers of light. Hopefully, you can also be the light in this dark world. Until next time.